Hello ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're doing fantastically fabulous today. I actually forgot a candle. Plus you're going to hear the outside world because it's nice out and I thought I would let the cats go outside. And I live in a downtown location, so there's that too. Give me a moment, tubies. This is a very simple spell that anybody can do, okay? It's akin to a reversal spell, but it's a little more general than that. The idea behind this particular spell is that we are going to basically be not just sending any negative energy back, but stopping it in its tracks. This isn't really something that, how do I put this? That you would do if a witch is throwing energy at you. I mean, you could. There's nothing wrong with it. You could definitely do this if somebody is throwing something at you. But this is more of just any negative energy that's out there, anybody who's wishing you ill will, anybody who's talking behind your back, anybody who's saying your name and you don't want them to speak your name. Just even if you don't know about it, it's one of those types of spells where it's a all-purpose kind of everybody just shut up, leave me alone, I don't exist type of spells, right? And it's kind of akin to an invisibility spell that I did a while ago on my channel to help make my channel invisible from the haters and just the really nasty, negative, inappropriate trolls that are out there. So this one is along those lines, but it's more of people who are resurfacing, that are starting to talk shit about you, people who you don't even know about, but you're hearing whispers from other people that so-and-so has said this about you, or whatever the case may be. And it's really just to kind of stop those people in their tracks and really get them to just move on with their life, right? Because we don't need that kind of negativity in our lives. So what you see here is just a little spirit working that I did in a previous video that's still in the process of doing its thing. But we're going to do this working in this cauldron using a black candle. You can use any color of candle. You'll want some kind of fireproof container. Okay, the next thing you're going to want, if you've watched my YouTube channel, and I'm not sure how many of you have because a lot of my videos get very low views, but if you've watched any of my videos, you'll know that we've made this protection blend a while ago. And this particular blend is a candle dressing mixture. It's got sulfur and a few other herbs in it. So you really don't want to be burning this on a coal. And you want to not be breathing in the fumes, and you definitely want to keep it out of sight, out of mind from children and pets. Okay? You can use your own protection blend that you've made for this particular thing. The protection blend is really just going to kind of put up a wall, right? We want to put up our walls. We want to put up our barriers. We want to say no more of this. I'm not dealing with it. I'm not putting up with it. Enough is enough. The next one that you're going to want to put in, and you can get these from the grocery store, is cayenne pepper, which is going to burn their tongues. Okay. We don't want specific people watching our channel. We don't want them talking about us. We don't want them bringing us up. We don't want them commenting on our channel, right? You're going to put in some sriracha. These two are really great for burning their tongue and really just getting them to shut up. Then we're gonna put in some ginger because ginger adds power. We're gonna put in some dragon's blood. If you don't have dragon's blood, you can substitute dragon's blood for cinnamon. Now, if you have a reversal candle at home, and I know some of you might not, but if you have a reversal candle, one of those 7-day candles, you can dress that candle using this type of stuff. And what you're essentially doing then is you're reversing their luck. You're reversing their fortunes. If they're talking shit about you, other people are talking shit about them. If they're making you feel like trash, then they're feeling like trash. If they are doing really successful in their life, but they're bringing you down and making you feel like you're less than, making you feel like you're garbage, making you feel like you essentially want to die, then their fortunes are going to start getting reversed, okay? If you work with demons, you could call upon some of the demons, such as Nebuchadnezzar, Clonic. You could also call upon Dantalion. If you're going to call upon Dantalion, I'd put in some slippery elm bark and some licorice root, okay? Slippery elm bark will keep them from talking about you, and licorice root will just basically make them do as you command, which is to go away. The next thing you're going to want, if you're working with the spirits, which I am in this case, is some graveyard dirt. I like using graveyard dirt in some of my magic when I'm working with spirits. This is not something you're gonna wanna burn on a coal, okay? I don't know if that was obvious. And I'm gonna throw in some patchouli because, as we all know, I burn a lot of patchouli, and patchouli for me is for the spirits. That is the spirits of the dead, the spirits of the land. And I don't think there's anything else I need to, oh no, I lied. We're gonna put in a little bit of bone set. You can substitute patchouli for dirt, and you can substitute graveyard dirt for anything that represents the entities that you want to work with in this particular instance. Bone set is really great for removing curses and hexes and negative energy, as well as exorcisms. You can substitute that for sage, and you can buy some sage at your local grocery store in the fresh herbs section, where, you know, they've got the little packages of herbs that you would use for cooking, and just dry out the sage and put it in here. I'm gonna crush this off the table so that you're not moving around and making you nauseous. I can smell the sulfur in there. Oh, that sulfur. Again, this is really great for those people who like to talk about you and who like to bring up your name and like to make you feel less than and make you feel like you're garbage, right? They're the people that, if you're in the YouTube space, you may have encountered these people where they will comment on your videos and they will leave nasty messages on your videos, and, you know, there are other YouTubers who will leave nasty messages on your videos, not just random people. Random people you can just ignore. Or even TikTokers who start making videos about you and start trash talking you, or other YouTubers who have returned to the space and start trash talking you and bringing your name up and so on and so forth. Or even just people in your life. Maybe you've got a mother-in-law who is really nice to your face, but behind your back, she is just the most vicious, vile person, and you're hearing the whispers and so on and so forth from other family members and even maybe your husband or wife or whatever. And this is really great for just stopping them in their tracks, stopping them from talking about you, making them regret talking about you. For this particular candle, you can do this if you're using a candle like this, or you're using like a taper candle. You could turn it upside down to do an upside down reversal. And I think in this particular case, that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna be right back. I need a knife and a plate. Okay, tubies. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna cut off the top of this candle. I wonder if I could melt this down onto here. Would that work? Because I can see a bit of the wick. You know what? We're gonna cut off a bit of this to try and expose the wick. Maybe I can just melt it. There we go. There's a bit of the wick. Be careful working with knives. Don't want to cut off your fingers. So then what we're gonna do is we're going to take some oil. It doesn't matter what kind of oil you use. I've only got olive oil on hand. I usually have coconut oil. And we're going to roll the candle in our herbal mixture. Okay, we're really gonna coat the candle. And when you're rolling the candle, you wanna be putting your intentions in, okay? Now with this particular type of mixture, you're going to be wanting to wash your hands afterwards because of the stuff that's in this mixture that you really don't want all over your hands. Now I'm gonna put this plate to the side. I'm gonna bring this forward a bit so I can put some intentions into it. And I'm going to dress it a bit more with this powder and put some of the powder into the altar as well, or into the cauldron as well. And when you feel that you have enough intentions put in, go ahead and light the candle. The flame might be a bit small if you're using one of these candles at first, but as the wax melts, that flame will get bigger. Okay. So I hope that you guys were able to get something out of this video, and I hope that I've taught you something a little bit new or a little bit different in terms of dealing with those who like to talk trash about you, whether it be on social media platforms or in your own life, okay? This doesn't have to be targeted at anybody specific. It can be if you know that there's a group of people that are talking about you, you're really just stopping it in its tracks and making them really regret their decisions in life. Okay? Until next time, my fabulous tubies.